Proceus is an end-to-end PropTech solution for property developers. Proceus offer property sales booking system, ProCRM for leads management, ProFix for property defect management system, and ProBilling for billing and collection management. Proceus was established in 2015. It's a PropTech company that certified with MPT status in 2017. In 2019, Proceus became a member of Malaysia PropTech Association. By June 2019, Proceus officially entered the commercial market. Within 1 year, it's enjoying rapid growth of 300%. In September, Proceus was awarded with a Golden Bull Award, emerging SME for its tremendous growth and success. Proceus was also nominated for the Innovative Technology Award in PropTech Solution by IBR Asia Group. Proceus offers the most suitable digitalization solutions for property developers. Get in touch with us now at enquiry@infradigitals.com.my. Proceus is an end-to-end PropTech solution for property developers. Proceus offers property sales booking system, ProCRM for leads management, ProFix for property defect management system, and ProBilling for billing and collection management. Proceus was established in 2015. It's a PropTech company that certified with MPT status in 2017. In 2019, Proceus became a member of Malaysia PropTech Association. By June 2019, Proceus officially entered the commercial market. Within 1 year, it's enjoying rapid growth of 300%. In September, Proceus was awarded with a Golden Bull Award, emerging SME for its tremendous growth and success. Proceus was also nominated for the Innovative Technology Award in PropTech Solution by IBR Asia Group. Proceus offers the most suitable digitalization solutions for property developers. Get in touch with us now at enquiry@infradigitals.com.my.
Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good afternoon to all viewers out there. Thank you so much for tuning in with us in this lovely Saturday afternoon. We meet again. I'm Azlan Jaiz, your moderator for today. And now you're watching Malaysian Property Virtual Talk Show, and this is the 8th episode. Before we start our topic today, let me remind to all viewers out there that there is a total of 100 prizes, inclusive of iPhone 12 Pro Max, smart TV, laptop, and vouchers to be given away to the winners of our extravaganza quiz later at the end of the session. In order for you to win these prizes, all you need to do is number one, you need to like Malaysian Property FB page, sorry, and Big Two Bazaar FB page. Number two, share this talk show on your Facebook. Number three, you need to answer all the simple questions at the end of the session. The reply has to be sent via WhatsApp to this number 010-916-4347 together with your full name, Facebook name, and your email address. The fastest of you in sending the answers with the correct answer will be the winner. And of course, terms and conditions apply. Winner will be announced on Malaysian Property FB page on the following Monday. So don't forget to scan the QR code for you to receive 25 ringgit worth of voucher from our world sponsor, Big Two Bazaar. Thank you so much, Big Two Bazaar, for sponsoring us. Please let this session be more happening by giving us thumbs up and love. If you have any comment, please drop your comment in the comment section. So for today's session, it's all about construction technology. Yeah, the topic is how technology is disrupting the construction industry in Malaysia. An overview of this topic, the construction sector has been earmarked as one of the main areas of the economy to kickstart Malaysia fight back from the pandemic. With new rules and challenges ahead on and off sites, construction technology or contact is set to see vast acceleration in innovation and implementation. Our invited speaker will explain the different areas and benefit of contact and how they are being implemented in some of the biggest property and construction projects in Malaysia. We will also look at the latest innovation in contact to hit construction sites over the coming months and years. To reply on this pressing question, we have the privilege to have with us today as our panelists. Number one is Surveyor Nazir Muhammad Noor, General Manager of BCISM or Building Cost Information Services Malaysia, and Ms. Teo Puiman, the founder of Speedbrick Solutions. So how are you guys? Okay, thank you so much for spending your weekend time just to share some knowledge and your priceless experience with our audience today.
No worries. Thank you. We hope this can be a fruitful sessions.
Yes, indeed. Okay, just to kick our session, we will look into a general view of our construction industry and, of course, in terms of construction technology. So the first question will be to Surveyor Nazir. Okay, the construction industry in Malaysia is slow to adapt if we look into industrial revolution. Some of them will still stuck at IR 2.0, okay, according to my reading. Okay, and now we are moving forward to IR or Industrial Revolution 4.0, and CIDB has launched Construction 4.0 Strategic Plan 2021 to 2025. For the next revolution of our construction industry throughout your experience in CIDB for more than, I think, about 16 years, okay, what are the major challenges faced by the construction industry? Since we know it is hard to transform people, their mindset from a traditional way to digital way. So perhaps you can share your experience.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Azlan. Before I answer the question, I would like to say thank you to our moderator and thank you for your introduction. I would like also to say thank you to Malaysian Property for giving me the opportunity to share the BCISM or initiative undertaken by CIDB. And thank you to all of you for joining this talk. And I would like to say that it is an honor to be here with you today. You are the elite, the top of 10% of the people in the industry. Only the very best people in any field we take the time and make sacrifice to join a talk like this. And I admire your commitment and learning spirit. Okay, Malaysia is a gear toward being a developed nation by 2025, which by allocating a large portion of its annual budget to develop many infrastructure and building projects across the country. The construction sector was as a sector with a positive growth and the faster growing sector since 2012. There are numerous projects that are ongoing, which include the development of public transports, roads, rail, and mid-development projects, including skyscraper. In order to ensure the success of the project, careful project planning, cost estimation is vitally important. Estimating the cost of building supplies and cost of resources must be factored into the budget. Overestimating a budget for tendering can lead to the failure to proceed with the project, and this can cause disappointments to the clients and contractors. Accurate planning of materials, labor charge, project duration, and contingency costs should be taken into proper consideration in order to avoid unnecessary wastage. For your information, construction cost information services have been set up in the United Kingdom since 1961. The data is by a professional in the construction industry for producing cost estimates, cost plannings, early cost advice, benchmarking. It has been extensively used to plan and forecast the estimates of construction costs over many years. The construction industry in Malaysia is faced with a lack of access, accuracy, breadth, and depth of industry data. Information and data is an important element in the process of the decision making. Although the construction cost information Malaysia construction industry is available through various organizations, most of it available for that organization uses, and it's not easily accessible by the third party. They keep their own data for the internet use and for their own reference. It is the right time for construction industry in Malaysia to grow and follow the trends in the developed countries such as the United Kingdom, where more information is shared. I think that's all for the first question. I will go later and the other information.
The data, I mean, since 1960 in UK, right?
Yes, more than 50 years already.
Yeah,
We just
exactly.
starting. Yes.
Okay, so same question I will throw to Puiman. Yeah, as
Yes.
what as Arnazis shared with us just now, what are your struggles or any objection when you want to introduce the digital solution to Malaysia's construction industry? Would you share your experience to all of us?
I have been working in the construction industries, especially construction industry. When we talk about construction industry, right, we're talking about a triangle. First thing first, you are looking at property developer at the top, and then consultants. You have your architect, consultants, professionals, QS, and then only you're talking about contractors. Okay, my focus is on contractors. For contractors that are not going digital, the answer is very simple: no money. Even if they have money, they don't know how to go digital. The answer is always, why do I want to go digital now? They have the
Yes.
look-see mentality. And also because of the profit, to contractors, they will say that, oh, my profit is already paper thin. In order for me to go digital, I have to spend extra money. And this money, who is going to pay me? Is it going to be the developer giving me this money to do digitizations? for digitalizations, or I have to fork out from my pocket. If I fork out from my pocket, most of the time contractors treat it as an expense rather than an investment. The first question I always get from my clients are, how much?
Okay.
How much is the software? So it's always at the top of their mind, which is the cost. I think cost is one big challenges in the Malaysian construction industry. Yeah. Back to you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Puiman, for your experience shared. Okay, to Naze, the term fourth industrial revolution was first proposed in 2011 during the Hanover Fair in the context of the goal of developing the German economy. And later, the terms has been spread to other parts of Europe. Yeah. According to the World Economic Forum, the definition of IR 4.0 is an advent of a cyber physical system or CPS involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. While these capabilities are reliant on the technologies and infrastructure of the third industrial revolution. So to achieve that, to be precise, Malaysian construction industry, maybe you can share with us the initiative that the government has in the pipeline currently.
Okay, thank you. We need to get a source of power. Under CIDB Act and 520, Construction Industry Development Board was established under the Construction Industry Board 1994 to regulate, develop, and facilitate the construction industry toward achieving global competitiveness. The CIDB advised the federal, state government, as well as the stakeholder on the matter affecting or connected with the construction industry. According to the Act 520, the function of CIDB are to promote and stimulate the development, improvement, and expansion of a construction industry, to advise and make recommendation to federal governments and the state government on matter affecting or connected with construction industry. Imposition of the levy to the connected and the most important is clause of 41 hash of the act had outlines one of the function of CIDB is to obtain, publish, initiate, and maintain information relating to construction industry, including the establishment of a construction industry information system. We empower CIDB to collect the data from the industry. In order to transform construction industry, CIDB has embarked on initiative known as Construction Industry Transformation Program, or CITP. CITP is a Malaysia national agenda to transform construction industry through four strategic thrusts from 2016 to 2020. They are safety and professionalism, environmental sustainability, productivity, and internationalization. Through CITP, one of the important initiatives under this program is to develop a national industry information center, or NCIIC, and the National Construction Cost Center is part of NCIIC, which the objective of N3C is to provide credible cost information services to Malaysia construction industry, to provide construction cost information and advisory on construction economic to the government for policy making. And the last, to publish and provide construction cost information to general public to reference. And further that, in 2016, CIDB launched we call it My N3C, or N3C 2.1 web portal, which is an important milestone for construction industry. This portal provide the information on the construction cost to industry players, and in line with the we need to go more than that. Not only just establish a portal. So in line that our ad also Act 520 said that Malaysia enter a strategic partnership with the Royal Institute of Survey Malaysia or RISM to establish Building Cost Information Services Malaysia BCISM Sdn Bhd in July 2019. Which BCIS is given a big responsibility to regulate the data and information entries the portal. Besides acting as an operator to manage either operation or entity operation, this is aligned with the role of RISA itself as a qualified professional body to advise on the aspects of the economies and construction costs, as well as to disseminate information on the construction. The model adopted is similar to BCIC UK. This was founded in 1991 and is part of the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyor or RICS UK. BCIS UK has provided online information data for about more than 50 years to their subscriber. The subscriber comprise consultants, clients, contractors, and other industry players that need cost information and data. As we know now, we are in the era of big data, where the knowledge driven by technology and automation allow us to lead and set industry benchmark, not only in Malaysia, but also in the Asian region as well as a global market. I see this collaboration taking us one step further, advancing the construction industry through knowledge, data-oriented experience. Through this BCISN effort, it is hoped that the Malaysian construction industry will be more efficient, productive, and more progressive. And 2 days ago, on 25th March 2020, Yang Berhormat Minister of Work just launched MPT 2.0, which are various features that have been upgraded from 1.0.
Okay.
Is where they have a more interactive visualization, user-friendly for mobile phone, and be able to analyze data from 2012 to the latest by comparison, or you can do trend. And this 2.0 also provide an online construction product online platform that will allow to all the suppliers to promote their product. And also part of the commercial, this 2.0 also provide online payment gateway. To me, the construction industry is in need for credible, reliable, and quality cost data that will have to increase the productivity and, of course, enhance value within the construction industry. Thank you.
Exactly.
Back to you.
Since you talk about my entry C, I do believe that a lot of contractors out there, they didn't know about this my entry C. So hopefully that after this talk show, they will more aware about this my entry C. They will use this platform to get all the data. Okay. Say to Puiman, okay, you have shared with us your challenges that you face in order to help our construction industry moving forward and be ready towards IR 4.0. Okay, and one of the big challenges that you face is dollar sign. Yeah, and Spritbreak. Okay, Spritbreak has been championing in digitization among contractors. So tell us more about Spritbreak's technology and with your tagline, manage, save, profit, repeat. Okay, how does it improve the way contractors work? Okay, please hope that you can share with us.
Thanks, Aslan. Okay, Speed Break started from my dream. I was working in a construction companies as a site supervisor during that time. I actually had to work at site, and then I realized that every day at site, during the time I was doing midnight work, I had to calculate the quantity I need because we were doing pipe work, late night work, sewage work at roadside. Every night I have to make sure I have enough material to work, and then the next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, I have to go back to office to calculate and make sure we are within our budget, and make sure during that day I have enough material to work. So this prompted me to have an idea. Why can't we have an app to control all our material? Because wastage is one of the major issues that contractors are facing. According to statistics, contractors typically can waste up to 26% of their material budget. So, for instance, sand, you see they waste a lot of sand, a lot of, if you drive through some of the public road, you can see a lot of material are just dumping there. So it also become an environment issues. So the idea came about on helping contractors to manage material. We went back and built an app which allow to connect everyone in a construction company. So when we talk about budget, it comes from QS. QS is a department. What is happening right now is QS calculated the budget. No one else in the company follow the budget. Because the QS budget is either in a piece of A3 paper or in their own laptop. This information doesn't go to a construction site or to the purchasing department. Even if there is, it's very difficult to synchronize the data. So what SpeedBreak does is that we allow QS to insert the budget in the system. Site uncles, when they want to order material, they will use their mobile phone to order. And the best thing about ordering here is it's easier than WhatsApp. Our oldest user is 71 years old site uncle. We have been framed as a one-touch system. So because we are easier than using WhatsApp, old people and site uncles actually would love to use it to order material. Once they use their mobile phone to order the material, within 10 seconds, the manager will actually know, and the process of approval will be done. So the manager will pick up the phone and approve the material instantly. The best thing here is that we use a little bit of automations. We automatically tell the manager whether this order is within or exceeded the budget. And after the approval, purchaser will be able to issue a draft PO. So this is a place where purchaser will do the pricing comparison. When a purchaser done with pricing comparison and issue a PO, directors maybe oversee right now, instantly their phone will ring. They can see 3 important informations. First thing, whether this order is within or exceeded the budget. And the best features in this is that they can just one click call the suppliers to negotiate for more discount. And of course, they can also see the quotation comparison. Everything is in one place. And most systems that will stop here, ours we go beyond. When material arrive at site, today one of the major issues is site people do not know when material are coming, whether the quality, and office people do not know whether material has already delivered. With our system, the moment material arrived, the site clerk will update it into the system, and instantly within 10 seconds, office people will know. And if there is a delay in delivering of material, everyone will know, and everyone will have access to the relevant suppliers' contact to ask for follow-up. And all this is how they use the system to work. The beautiful part about the system is that it's the automations of processing the big data. We churn out a report that is showing directors, for instance, you have already purchased 1,000 ton of rebar. This 1,000 ton of rebar is purchased by who, when, and whether it's within budget. And the best part is you can even break down into a month. You can see your monthly trend of how much you are buying in terms of rebar spending. And on top of that, we keep track of your last 10 purchase price, meaning all your purchase price, right? You are starting to build your own internal company's pricing history. So this is what is going on in helping contractors to make better decisions. Our clients have successfully catch mistakes, ordering mistakes before orders happen. So that is a powerful of technology. We are not talking about 1-2 figures, we are talking about potential saving up to 6 figures, 7 figures is a possibility. Because buying the wrong material is a major issue in the construction industry. Wastage in material. That is the first product. We help our client digitize entire procurement process. The second system that we have is contract. contract management, and also cash flow management. So many contractors, they have a lot of subcontractors. So they have to issue a lot of subcontracts to these subcontractors. How do you manage? One project, maybe you have 150 subcontracts. Do you know that you have already issued the LA to this particular subcon, whether this subcon is already proceed with the work on time, and how much have you paid this subcon? Do you owe this subcon money? And the VO that you give to this subcon, is it a VO to yourself? So all these are being managed under SpeedBrick. We actually is able to tell the contractors, you have this group of subcontractors, and you have issued this LA to these subcontractors. And the best thing about this is that there's no data entry in our system. Because QS on a monthly basis, when they issue certificate to this subcon, they are using the portal to issue the certificates on a monthly basis. And if there is back charge during the month, the data will automatically sync to the certificate, meaning they no longer need to count. So when this is done automatically, right? Directors, they can see a monthly report. How much I pay my subcon, how much cert is being awarded, and how much I still owe my subcon, and what are the VO and what are the back charges, all with just one click. And we have something called the analytic dashboard. The analytic dashboard is allow directors in a construction companies to have an overview of two things. One, I can see my entire company, how's my company is performing, how much money my client owe me, who owes me money, and why are they owing me money. Second thing they can see, they can drill down into the detail of one project. Before I talk about this dashboard, many problems that contractors are facing right now is they do not know whether they are making or losing money per project basis. Because the accounting software, right, is not designed for per project basis. In order for them to know whether this project is making money, they have to count. What our system does is that we able to allow directors to drill down into one project. You would be able to see how much money you collected from your client and how much money you spend in terms of material, your labor, and also your subcontractors. So it's just one glance that can see the financial cash flow of the project. This information is very important for directors when they come into making important decisions. The good news about this is that there is no data entry. This data is collected when the users are using this system to do work. And everyone in our system, they see different things. QS will see a QS portal. Site supervisor, they will see a site supervisor view. And director will see a director's view. So everyone in the system see different things. So this is how we are helping contractors to go with digitizations and digitalizations. And our success rate is very high. We have 97% of users using us in a company on a daily basis. So when our contractors, client come on board to us, right, the major fear is that, hey, I use your system already, maybe 2 weeks later, my people do not want to use. That doesn't happen in SpeedBrick because we actually have statistics to show you after using us, what are the improvements. And then we also show you who are using the system on a daily basis and who are the inactive users. All this is transparent. And I think this is a good way to help contractors to properly deal with the financial cash flow so that they have more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for mine,
Thanks.
Since previously I worked with building material supplier, I think they use your SpeedBrick apps. I think it's just because every time they want to buy something, they will nego with me, and so I think they use your products. and I supposed to ask you about SpeedBrick Analytic Plus. Okay, since it's using business intelligence. Okay, instead of artificial intelligence, you're using business intelligence. But you already answered on this BI and how this SpeedBrick's Analytic Plus has simplified all the data and it helped all the contractors or industry player to get intelligent decision also action. Okay, Thank you so much, Puman. The discussion is getting more interesting. So before I proceed with the next question, please remember to stay with us till the end of the talk show. We will have a quiz session with a total of 28,500 ringgit of prizes
Wow.
giveaway, providing you can answer the question correctly and be the fastest. And of course, all the panelists cannot join this quiz.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to remind everyone to like Malaysian Property Facebook page and also Big Two Bazaar Facebook page, and share this talk show on your Facebook as wide as you can. So please give us a thumbs up and love. If you have any comment, please drop your comment in the comment section. Yeah? Okay, so the next question will be to Esan Nazir. Yeah. The construction industry in Malaysia is faced with lack of access, accuracy, breadth, and depth of industry data. Okay, since you talk about My Entry C, in revolution of construction strategic plan 2021 to 2025, one of the area of that our government focusing on is big data. Okay, as we know that BCISM is a collaboration between CIDB and RSM to operate the National Construction Cost Center portal, or My Entry C. So perhaps you can share with us what My Entry C is. Maybe some of the viewers haven't heard about this My Entry C. Yeah? So when My Entry C has been started, and since My Entry C is collecting all this big data, how can this help contractors?
Okay, thank you. Okay, in this context, we need to acknowledge how important it is to have information for a purpose. Reliable source-based data, information are very helpful for making the right decision, especially in business planning. Through knowledge and evidence-based decision, we can ensure the construction industry become more dynamic, productive, and efficient. CADB had started to collect substantial cost data on a regular basis. I think since 2002, but in the manual process, just collect and PDF. That's all. But in starting 2016, entry version 1 is launched, and until now we have entry version 2.0 or 2.0. Since that 2016, I think more than 1 million data in the entry portal. I can say also more than 354,000 data is published through entry C. About 300 times it was published, was downloaded by the subscriber. And since 2015 also, I can record that about 130,000 visit entry C portal. So it's a very huge data actually in the entry C. Current available cost data, I would like to see a product. They are building material price, labor wage rate, machinery hire rate, and equipment purchase price. Based on the three item or this product, we generate indices. There are 4 indices can generate through this data. We have material cost index, labor cost index, machinery and equipment cost index. Through these 3 item indices, we can generate building cost index. And with the version 2.0, we also introduced a new index we call tender price index. And also when the BCIS starting 2019, we also achieve I think a very great achievement. We also produce or publish a cost book by BCISM. And beside that, based on the data we have, we also publish some market review. Currently, we focus on the 2 items, steel and steel. All the information is free for market review and steel, cost book, market review, steel on steel, cement and steel is free for the public. You can download this through BCISM portal. And under N3C, we also look for future product. Not only, but very soon. I think. I hope by end of this year we can publish. We call a cost benchmark. The second one is a whole life costing or whole life cost. And for I think for the future also we are thinking to produce or publish a tender pricing that for civil engineering, and we hope by end of it, we should have a construction cost indices. This is my dream lah, to have a construction industry construction cost indices. Currently we just have a building cost index, a tender price index. We should have a civil engineering cost index, M&E cost index, and then we can compile all that to be a construction cost index. How this data can assist contractor, not only contractor, but construction industry as a whole. We can use the data as to prepare or as to assist in preparing construction budget and estimates. We can use for preparing cost plans. We can use as a benchmark. We can use the data where we have a lot of data, a big data. We can use. We can do forecasting. And with a very good data, credible data, it's easy to do forecasting. And of course, now is everybody talking about BIM, 5D BIM. So this data is part of a 5D BIM. Of course, based on the data, you can do a market research. You can do a construction economy report and assessing price movement, and then of course consultancy. This data also can do can use as evidence that you bring to the to the court, because it's a public data. I think that's all. Back to you, Azhar.
Zaini. So how can construction stakeholders get a hold of this data? So do they need to subscribe, or how? Since some of the data is basically free, but how about the rest?
Okay, how to get this data? It's very interesting. Firstly, you need to go to www.n3c.cidb.gov.my. Currently, we offer 3 packages. The first package is starter. It's a free package. Everybody can subscribe, but it's a very limited data. So in order to get more data, so you need to go to other package. You need to subscribe a basic package. Basic package they comprise building material price. This building material price is update monthly. And labor wage rate, machinery hire rate, equipment purchase price. For labor wage rate and machinery hire rate, we update half yearly. And for the basic package also, they will get building material price, building cost index, labor cost index, machinery cost index, and building cost index. Or these 4 indices also update monthly. So they will get this all information for the basic package, about all in the PDF form. Okay, for more interesting, I think they are looking for, I think, the package. The pre package we have beside that or the 7 product that I said, they have another additional product which including a tender price in there, and they have some very good function. They have an additional function here, data customization. That means when you subscribe as premier user, you can do manipulation of the data. You can compare between state of state. You can do a trend for 5 years, for 10 years. It's very good for a contractor to see the trend, the history of the data. Let's say, for example, they are based on my experience in managing the data for construction industry. There are 2 items that's very fluctuation, actually very big fluctuation. There are 2 items. First, cement, and the second one is steel bar. because just to share the based on my study in construction, in the construction cost they comprise 65% is for material, 30% is for labor, and another 5% is for machinery. So from that 65, 10% is for ready mix, and another 20 to 25%, 20 to 25%, according to category of building, is for steel bar. It's a very big impact. If the steel bar decrease or increase, there will be more impact to the construction industry or the construction cost. And how much to get this package? There are two for back. Yeah, I think this is very interesting also. How much we offer for this package? Subscriber need to subscribe annually with the following packages that we offer. For the basic, for the normal rate, 700, and for premiums, 1,500. But for contractors who registered with CIDB, and of course our RSM members, they will get the special as a member price. We call it member price. For the basic,
That would
only
be great.
500. Yeah, for the member only 500, and for the premium package 1,000. But currently we are doing the promotion rate to all non-members. They also will get same rate as a member. That means they will get a basic 500 and 1,000 for premium package. We are doing the promotion now. So please take this opportunity to subscribe. And I think with the collaboration with the Speed Break, later we thought maybe some discounts we offer. Maybe we will talk later.
Hey, Encik Nazir, I thought it's free for
Yeah.
users, right?
Yeah. We thought later. I think we can offer maybe if you subscribe Speed Break, we give free premium package. Okay, we can do that.
Yes. That's what contractors want.
Okay. Just hold on. Just hold on because that will be the next question on your collaboration. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I hope
so
I hope that that this portal is able to be a main reference to all the office of contractors, consultants, private, public clients, investor, financial institution, suppliers, economists, and others. So I believe that NTC portal is capable of providing a quality, up-to-date data, and indirectly contribute to the rise of more competitiveness construction industry among construction industry players. In addition, NTC 2.0 also promote a culture, I think, transparency and competitive pricing to construction industry.
okay.
Back to you.
So great to hear that, Nazir, on this matter. Okay. So basically, hopefully that to all contractors out there or construction industry players, please make use of this data. That's the most important thing. Okay. I mean, don't see on the dollar sign things
Yeah.
because it's very, very important for you to use in the future. Okay. So since Zaini, you already talked about Sanazi, sorry. Okay, you talk about this what we call that collaboration with Speed Breaks. Okay, who was the one who initiated this collaboration? To Puiman. So hopefully that will. Who initiated this?
I don't remember. Encik Nazir, I don't remember. How did our collaboration started?
I think we met before the BCIS established. So some
Yes.
we have some networking and collaboration before, and then
Yes.
I think I approach. I know that in the industry there are many software developers similar to Speedbrick. So I think that's good. I think that my sales approach Speedbrick.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the good thing is that we are all in a common mindset because giving back to the industry is very important. Helping the industry move forward is also very important. Speedbreak goal is to help all contractors go digital at a very attractive cost, and also with this big data coming in from N3C, contractors can make better decisions. And the best part about this data is that it's not just for contractors; it's for everyone in the
Okay.
construction industry to have a guideline. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Back to you.
my final question.
let
Okay.
me just continue and add a few things.
Okay, sure,
I
sure,
think
no worries. You can
uh,
continue.
I think BCSM with the N3C platform and SP
Mhm.
Breeze is collaborating. I think to bring more value to the construction industry. Yes, we are jointly try to help a contractor industry player to go to digital and utilize the cost data with the speed break. For me, uh, collaboration is powerful tool for both BCISM and Speedbrick, regardless of your size or your industry. It's typically refer to both organizations working together to address a problem, to achieve a goal that seems to be out of reach when we working alone. By combining the effort and expertise of different organization or company, all our potential subscriber in the our network are better able to innovate and grow and increase their competitiveness on a main level. Beside network, may provide member company with access resources that will otherwise be beyond the scope of single business. Individual business can face several limitation when they are trying to compete in the market. This may include skill and expertise. Uh, I hope by through this collaboration, we can often complement each other and specialize in the different area the market, usually beyond in our individual reach. I think that's I would like to add.
I
Okay.
think, I think on
So,
our end,
as it, yeah,
I think
go
just
man.
to top
It's
up
okay.
on that is that on our end, right? Contractors, you have main con, you have subcon, you have sub-subcon. Um, Having data is beyond reach. Most of the time, it's beyond reach. It's like a dream. Oh yeah, you have this big data, but it's not something that they can access in their daily life. So every time when they do tender, the typical scenario is they will call up all the suppliers, give me the best price, or they go to the subcon, give me the best price. They don't have a benchmark according to different states. These states, how much is the material price? Every state is different, and the build-up
Yeah,
rate. Um,
yeah,
Having this big data, right? Big data is useless. The role that Speedbit play is to actually process the data and push it in front of the contractor at the time they need it. Because
Okay.
who would be so free looking at big data all the time, right? It's only when there's a need. So you have to put data in front of people when they need to make decision. I think that's the role that Speedbit is playing with these collaborations here. Yeah, back to you, Aslan.
Okay, so basically that was my I suppose to ask Nazir on this matter. I think you can read my mind. All the question is already you already answered that. Okay, so basically that's all for today. Yeah, so hopefully I can invite both of our panelists to make your closing remarks to our audience. So we will start with Puiman.
I think for either developers or contractors, if those of you who are not going digital because of cost, by not going digital, you are spending more money. Uh, Take for example, our clients are seeing 89% improvement on productivity. Guess how much they are saving by catching one mistakes? This one mistake can go up to 6 figures. So going digital is no longer an option. It's no longer about you choosing whether you want to go digital or not. The question now is when. When are you coming on board? For developers, I think you also need to push your contractors to go digital, because if your contractors are not managing their resources well, guess what? The price and quality are going to be sacrificed. So these are the things about all of us. The ecosystem must be there. It has to be a push. It has to be the push from the government, from the top tier, from developer, and also from the contractors themselves. Main con, you have to push your subcon to go digital. Subcon, you have to need to start looking at this thing, because the questions that I always have for contractors is, can you continue to compete in a digital world with a traditional way? Malaysia productivity is quite low already. Don't And I have three tips to share with contractors. Tip number one: identify which area of your company that is wasting the most money. Most of the time, is in two areas. One, your material. You waste money on material. And two, is on your subcontractors management. So these two areas you must focus. Second tips for contractors is, um, choose a tool that can help your people to do things. Choose a tool that you wouldn't force your people to use, meaning they will use it willingly. You wouldn't force them to use. Okay? Even a 71-year-old uncle can use it. It's something that you want to have in your mind. Tips number three: do not try to solve everything at one time. There are a lot of issues in a construction company. I see directors that say, "Hey, I want everything." It doesn't work that way. It's a step-by-step changes. Digitize one part at a time. And of course, finally, when you have all these three tips together, you would want to automate the reporting, meaning you want real-time, real-life reports in front of you automatically. That's my tip for contractors. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much, Perman. Ahsan Aziz, perhaps I can have your closing remarks.
I just to like to repeat what I said. I think we need to acknowledge how important is to have information for the reference, reliable source, base data, information are very helpful for making the right decision, especially in business planning. I think this is very important. So you need to have reliable data in order to make a decision whether your whatever level you are, whether you are in the government sector or you are in the private sector. I think when you have a very solid data, you can make a very solid decision and based on fact and figure. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much for both of you. Okay, now here we are with our last quiz section, which is proudly sponsored by Big Two Bazaar. So let me remind everyone again, like our Malaysian Property Facebook page and also Big Two Bazaar Facebook page, and share this talk show on your Facebook. So, question number one. Okay, just be ready. Question number one will be: who is the gold sponsor of the Malaysian Property Talk Show? Okay, A. Big Two Venture. B. Big Four Venture. C. Big Two Bazaar. And D. Malaysian Property. So you can see on the screen now. Okay, so the question: who is the gold sponsor of the Malaysian Property Talk Show? Okay, there are four answers: A, B, C, or D. So please answer as fast as you can. Okay, question number two. Okay, what does My N3C stands for? We talked a lot about My N3C before. So answer A. Okay, National Civil Cost Structure. B. New Development Council. C. National 3 Cost Center Council. And D. National Construction Cost Center. As I mentioned before, we talk a lot. We talk a lot on this My N3C before. Okay. And question number three. Okay. What is split break solutions? What is split break solution? A. Construction video hosting apps. B. Construction management app and software. C. Construction heavy machinery provider. And D. Construction consultant. What is split break solution? Okay, there are 4 answers. Okay, you need to choose A, B, C, or D. Okay, the fastest sender with the correct answer will be the winner, and winner will be announced on Malaysian Property FB on the following Monday. Okay, so don't forget to answer these 3 questions. It's very, very easy because we talk a lot about this. Okay, but of course, as I mentioned before, our panelists cannot join this quiz. Okay, so a huge thank once again, okay, to all panelists and to all viewers for being online with us today. So that's all we have for today's show. Do share this video as wide as possible. I'm Azlan Jais once again, signing off. So bye bye, assalamualaikum, and have a nice weekend.
Yeah.